Okay, let's talk about simplifying rational expressions. So I'm going to talk to you about what rational expressions are. Then we'll talk about the steps that we need to follow when we're simplifying rational expressions. And then we'll do some examples together so you can see how to apply these steps. So the first question we need to ask ourselves is, what are rational expressions? Rational expression is a fraction that has a polynomial in its numerator and also its denominator. So an example here would be something like x squared minus 4 over x squared minus 9. Or you could have something like x cubed minus 3x squared plus 7 over 2x minus 8. So these are examples of rational expression. So how do we simplify rational expressions? First thing we want to do is to factor the numerator, and then we factor the denominator. Sometimes you may not be able to factor, but if you can, you factor them. And then we're going to cancel out common terms cancel out or cross out common terms in the numerator and the denominator of the factored form. And then whatever is remaining is going to be the simplified form of our rational expression. So now let's go ahead and do a few examples together. This is our first example. So x squared minus 8x plus 12 divided by x squared minus 4. So what we're going to do is go ahead and we're going to factor the numerator first. You can do, it doesn't matter which one you do first. I just like to do the numerator first. So x squared minus 8x plus 12 is going to be x minus 6 multiplied by x minus 2. And then x squared minus 4, this is the difference of two squares. So this is going to be x plus 2, x minus 2. So the last step we're going to follow here is to cross out the common terms. So these are common terms in the numerator and denominator. So therefore, we're going to have x minus 6 over x plus 2 as the simplified form of this rational expression. They have no common terms, so we can leave this as our final answer. The next one we're going to do here is x squared minus 16 over x squared minus x minus 20. So this is going to be x plus 4 and then x minus 4. And then we divide this by x squared minus x minus 20. So let's open up parentheses. So this is x, this is x. So we know that 5 and 4 will give 20. So I'm going to put a 5 here, put a 4 here. And I need a negative 1. So I'm going to put a negative here and a positive here. So the next thing we're going to do is to cross out common terms. So we have an x plus 4 here and an x plus 4 here. So the common terms have to be in the numerator and the denominator for you to cross them out. And then once you're done doing that, we're going to have, this is going to be equal to x minus 4 over x minus 5. So this is going to be the simplified form of the rational expression that we started off with. The last example we're going to deal with here is going to be 2x squared plus x minus 6 over x squared minus 3x minus 10. So this one right here is a little bit more challenging to factor. So I have a method I use. I call it the slide and shift. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you how I deal with that type of expression when I'm trying to factor it. So 2x squared plus x minus 6. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take this 2 over here and I'm going to bring it over to 6 and multiply it by 2. So I'm going to have x squared plus x minus 12. So this is a little bit easier to deal with. So I'm going to now factor this. I'm going to end up with something like this. We need a negative here. So, and we need a negative 12 and a positive 1. So the only two numbers I can think of that can give me 12 and 1 whenever I'm dealing with them. If I'm multiplying, I get 12. If I add, I can get 1. I can put a 4 here and I can put a 3 here. Let's put an x over here. And I need a positive, so the positive is going to go on 4 and the negative is going to go on 3. So now that we simplified this, remember that we multiplied 6 by 2, so we're going to go ahead and just divide the constant terms by 2. So I'm going to have here x plus 2, and then I'm going to have here, I'm going to have 2x minus 3, because this is going to be an improper fraction. So you're just going to move the 2 right over here. It becomes 2x minus 3. So now we have here x plus 2, and then we have 2x minus 3. And here we have 10, so let's go ahead, open parenthesis. We have 10, so we have x over here, x over here. I need a product of 10 and a sum of negative 3. So I'm going to put a 5 here and put a 2 here. There's a negative here, there's a positive here. So now that we have that completed, we're going to cross out common terms. Cross this out, cross this out. So this is going to end up giving us 2x minus 3 over x minus 5. So this is how these are the steps you would follow, and this is the process you will go through when you're trying to simplify rational expressions.